All right, so we are going to continue our Git tutorial and we're going to make changes. We're going to go through the flow again. This is an opportunity to go another flow that is less steps, right? Because we committed a mistake and that mistake got merged. Nobody caught it until it gets merged. So now we got to go and actually make a change. Again, same practice. In this case, the good thing is the same task is part of the same task, so we don't need to create a new branch. Okay, just to remind you, what happened is we made a change. We modified the README file and we added this part here. And this part here, after we check it in, when we look at the UI, it comes up like this. This is not what it should be like. If we had previews here, if I actually turn on the free previews, if I figured it out, that we would be able to see it right away, right? But it's okay. We're gonna do it a bulleted list. So I just want to make you a quick change, just show you a quick change. Okay, so we don't have to do much. We just edit. We literally just edit. Let's say we're going to put it I believe this shows up as bullets. Okay, and if I'm wrong, that's okay. The main point is showing you how to make changes. So I made a change to the file. So I can go to the terminal here. I'm going to do clear. I'm going to do git diff to see that's the only thing that's changed, right? All of this got removed. This might be, when you're new, might be weird because we just added the star. We didn't delete it, but showing us as removed. It's just going to show the whole thing that's changed. The line is going to go by line label. When we look at the UI, you will see it actually will show us what is changed, specifically what's changed. But in the command line, it's going to show us which line actually changed. So this is what changed. And because I just did git diff, if you notice, I didn't give it the file name. When you do git diff, it's going to show you all the diffs. In this case, there's only one file. Git status, we can see that file is the only thing that has a change. So let me clear the screen. So I can just commit it. Now I made the change. It looks good to me. I can commit it, right? So I can do git commit dash. When I say I'm going to commit it, hopefully a lot of you guys are thinking, oh, you didn't add it. What do you mean commit? Before a commit, you have to add, right? But you can do both at the same time. You can combine the commands. Remember, we just looked at it in the previous one. I can do -a for all of them, commit everything, add a message, okay? Reformatted a list. That's probably a typo there. A list in README. Yeah, there's a typo there for sure. Hit enter. We made a commitment. What are we going to do? We're going to push git push origin. Hit enter. We just pushed it into the remote. Now we can come here. This is a unique case since we made the change in the README. We can actually see what it looks like. This is unique. Like a lot of other scripts, you won't see you're not dealing about formatting. But in this case, all I have to do is change the view to my branch. Working on README, I can change it to this branch. Now I can see this branch, and this branch has the latest change, right? Even if the change was in any other file, it's not formatting, but you can open the file and look at it. Since we already pushed it, we can just look. You can change the branch you want to see, right? If we go, like for example, this branch, my first branch, doesn't have any of the changes, right? Because our changes, we put it into main from a different branch. This branch is quite old. It doesn't have all the changes from main, and we don't need it actually, right? Because this branch is temporary. Main is the one that's going to live forever. This is our first branch. This is my first branch. We did the job. We used it. That's it. In fact, a good practice would be to delete it because we don't need it anymore. To delete it. Otherwise, you're going to have tons of branches and it's going to be messy. So that's why this is actually, I didn't even plan on this, but this is good to see. If I open that branch, it doesn't have the changes we just made because all the changes we made are on the new branch and on main. So main is way ahead of this guy. So I can go back to main if I want to see what main looks like. Now I can create a pull request. Go to pull request, new pull request, with from what to what. I want to go from working on README to main, right? And it shows me what the changes are. I'm going to actually create it, create a pull request, then go to file changed. You see exactly what changed. Then you can send this to whoever is going to approve it. Let's say you get it to be approved. You check it out and you just merge or approve depending on what access you have. Now it's merged. Now we go to the homepage, to the repository's homepage, and now we're looking at main. You can see our changes are in there. Okay, so that's really what I got for you. This is more practice. And let's start another workflow. Let's start workflow number 3 and go through more practice, a little bit more commands, and just another practice before we start to get into brand new command. There are a few commands that I didn't cover and I want to look at them, but we're going to look at them after this next one. So in the next workflow, which is going to be workflow number 3, we're going to do a lot of things very similar. The only thing we're going to do different is instead of creating a branch on the remote, we're going to create a branch locally and we're going to push it. At least that's my plan. Again, my plans might change, but let's just get to the new project and let's see what that project holds. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully you learned. Hopefully you follow along everything you should be doing as I'm doing it. Give this video a like. That will really help. Help the channel. Subscribe if you want to get notification. If you want to get more content like this. My focus is teaching beginners. And definitely take the course. If you like this video, take the full course, the Git course. You learn a lot about Git, and the link is down in the description. Check it out, and let's move on to the next one.